Hi, my name's Kai. I own Kaiko Fidgets. I'm proudly autistic, and we sell fidgets like this, which spins, and um, this, which collapses on itself. Hi, my name's Kai. I make fidgets. I'm about to show how I break a chain and make one.
Do your hands hurt when you're doing this, Guy?
Sometimes, yeah.
What sort of injuries do you get working?
You get sore fingers.
Do you ever get metal in your fingers?
Oh yeah, sometimes you also do that. Get that too. You get metal in your fingers, so you get needle.
And talk about how you've got the area set up.
I've got the area set up, so I have all the chains here, so I can make it, and then I put the finished stuff there, and that's done. The way that we design the fidgets is, so sometimes when you're making fidgets, sometimes we get an idea of something that might be good, so we design that. Another way is we get our customers to tell us if some customers, they say, do you have this in like this, or could you get something like this, and we try and get that in. So for instance, the wrist spiky, this one, we no one actually has ever had these ones, and so we got told that they wanted one for their wrist, and so we decided to make one, and now we're the only company ever to have that one. I think for people who have trouble with focusing, like I'd have troubles focusing making fidgets if I didn't have my iPad playing, because it gives me something to do while I'm doing it, which is like, if you were to like some people like doing like their work with sitting next to the TV to help them like concentrate working. It's kind of like that. Um, you could also, instead of doing big batches of stuff, you could do little sets like throughout the day. You could like do 30 minutes, 30 minutes, 30 minutes, 30 minutes, instead of just doing all 60 or 90 minutes or whatever. Um, and obviously, if you're doing big batches, you take breaks. You don't just do it fully. But so when I'm making fidgets, to avoid visual distractions and stuff, Um, we don't really have anything on the wall that I sit in front of. There's like nothing there. And when I make the fidgets, we get them in a massive crate, and we put all the fidgets in there. And sometimes I take them out and put them side, like grab like 5 or 6 chains, put them on the side of me, or I just put the whole thing on the top of it, on like right next to me, and just grab them out one by one and make the fidgets. So with a business, going to expos and stuff can be a challenge for someone who's autistic, with the noise. Um, so I did an expo last year or the year before, where Temple Grandin went to, and at that expo there was a bunch of people that went, and there wasn't very many stalls. So, and a lot of people that were there went wanting to meet me and take photos with me. Um, but because of how noisy and how loud and how crowded it was, I had a meltdown because it was just too much. Um, so those are like kind of problems that can happen with the um, owning your own business. But then you can easily just pick and choose which markets you go to, and start online is also a way to you can do that. So like online, and then do markets that aren't super many people. My future plan for the business is, well, eventually our house will get too small to make the amount of fidgets that I need to make. So, eventually, I would like to go and get a workspace for that. But also in the future, I'd also like to go global, like sell fidgets all over the world. I don't know if I'll ever need to. I don't know if I will ever do online mentoring. I mean, I have thought about it before, but I find it a bit hard sometimes to speak in like groups of people when like no one else is talking. But eventually I might end up doing that, like, but not at the moment.
The
It'd
world.
be pretty cool going around the world and people are like, oh, are you Kai? And also like I get to like meet if I get famous enough I could meeting a bunch of people, like a bunch of like people that I wouldn't necessarily meet. For instance, like if I wanted to go and meet like Tom Holland, like the actor of Spider-Man,
Yes.
eventually I might be able to do that because of my business, whereas in real life wouldn't necessarily be able to do that. Oh, we've done that. We've done like we've got a couple of people that make specific fidgets for us. Because obviously there's like 30 or 40 different fidgets that we make at home, and obviously there's just way too many orders coming in for just me and my dad to be making fidgets. There are a couple of negative things running a business at my age. For instance, you get less free time, so you don't get as much time to do things that you want to do. But the positive for that is you're also getting money, so you got the income to do things that you want to when you have time to do that. Another negative thing is, I guess, some people are a bit mean online, and could say some things that might make you feel sad. Like every business has at least a couple of people that do that. But other than that, that's pretty much it that I can think of. So if you're wanting to start a business, I'd say do something that you're passionate about. Put your own spin on it. Start small and be passionate about it. And just make sure that you're not overdoing it at start, and work out work out the need that people need from things. So whatever you're doing, figure out like what group of people want that, and use that group of people and sell in that group of people. I think pre-orders are also a pretty good way of selling, because you don't actually necessarily have to have the money to do it. If you do a pre-order, people will pay out before or can give you like a placement part, and so you can use that money into making the product.